So today is the day that I have my appointment at the Foreign Office because I have exhausted my residence permit, and to be honest with you, it expired last month, and I'm hoping that I don't get fined because the last time I stayed here without then I didn't have my Nigerian passport, so they couldn't even issue me residence permit. I don't know if you guys remember that time that Nigeria was not issuing passports, so I had to live in this country for 1 year without a passport. I was sent a letter that I was going to be fined 1,000 euros if I didn't come with my passport because they didn't understand what was going on. And yeah, but that's just a gist by the way. So today I'm going, and surprisingly, I had a very interesting dream. And the dream is that I dreamed that I was, in Nigeria, and I was planning a whole lot, home and stuff like that. Actually, that's the reason why I'm making this video, because yesterday I saw a comment where somebody, a Ghanaian who lives in the UK, said that she's moving back to Ghana. And in the comment section, a black person, most likely an African, was telling her that, is she sure she's also going to have difficulties in Ghana? And then it dawned on me that, why is it that as Africans, especially Africans, because no other person says something like this, because it doesn't make sense. Why is it that when someone tells you that they are relocating back to their home, you all tend to say, oh, are you sure? Like you have this shocked, puzzled look, and you feel like you have to say something. Deep down at the core, do you think it's mentally stable? Like, do you think it's normal to say something like that? Because this is the country where you were born. This is the country where you came out from. Like, this is your home. Why is it that people find it offensive going back home? Why is it that people consider it a failure going back home? Especially, prior to now, when I look at my friendships, I'm very happy for the kind of friends I have made over the years, because in some areas it took me later to discover some things, and in some areas it took them, they figured it out quicker than I did. So I remember one time I was telling a friend of mine that Nigeria is so messed up, that look at people here, instead of them to go back home. I mean, that was when I heard gist that in the UK, instead of people to get deported or rather commit suicide. I don't know if you guys have heard that gist. And I was like, and she just looked at me and she just rolled her eyes. One of those moments where you're saying something that you think is emotional and sensitive, and your friend is busy rolling her eyes. When I look back now, I realize that she was absolutely right, because for those of you that are not doing well overseas, why are you ashamed of going back home? I mean, this is your country. If a person of a different race or nationality even told you they were going back to their country, none of you would ask them any question like, if they are sure. Nobody will ask them questions like that. So why is it that in the face of racism and prejudice, we also have such derogatory perception about our home countries? I'm saying, if many of us didn't get visas, we would have been in these countries. So, I mean, it's just something that actually crossed my mind, and I was like, since I'm getting ready for my appointment, I better make a video about it. So if you know the answer to the question, and if you think it's something that is, that is normal, please let me know, because I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. I see you.